FBI Director James Comey says that the Russians didn't influence the election. Hello everyone, Jen here, Golden State Times, and today we have a news story. This one comes courtesy of townhall.com, and it says, in telephone conversations with Donald Trump, FBI Director James Comey assured the president-elect that there was no credible evidence that Russia influenced the outcome of the recent U.S. presidential election by hacking the Democratic National Committee and the emails of John Podesta, the chairman of the Hillary Clinton presidential campaign. What's more, Comey told Trump that James Clapper, the director of national intelligence, agreed with this FBI assessment. The only member of the U.S. intelligence community who was ready to assert that the Russians sanctioned the hacking was John Brennan, the director of the CIA, according to sources who were briefed on Comey's conversation with Trump. The sources quoted Comey as saying, quote, "And Brennan takes his marching orders from President Obama." In Comey's view, the leaks to the New York Times and the Washington Post alleging that the Russians tried and perhaps even succeeding in tilting the election to Trump were a Democratic Party effort to delegitimize Trump's victory. During their phone conversations, Comey informed Trump that the FBI had been alert for the past year to the dangers that the Russians will try to cause mischief during the presidential election. So the list of people coming out and saying that the Russians had nothing to do with the hacking of the DNC is growing, and now includes James Comey and James Clapper. Since calling Trump a racist didn't work, and attacking him for his business interests didn't work either, they also tried making Trump seem like he was part of the alt-right movement, and that didn't work. And who can forget them trying to scare electoral college voters? And they also tried to sway voters from the December 19th vote. All of that stuff didn't work. Now they're trying to start a war with Russia, so there can be tensions between US and Russia once Trump takes power. I honestly think that they want to continue the narrative so Trump can have a slip of the tongue and piss Putin off. Honestly, I think that's just the idiots of the DNC and how they think. They think that that is actually going or could possibly happen. Another person that has just recently come out and also said that the Russians didn't give the email leak to WikiLeaks is WikiLeaks founder himself, Julian Assange. He was interviewed by Sean Hannity on his radio show. I'll leave you guys the link to this interview. It's just audio. Like I said, it was on Sean Hannity's radio show, but it's a very good interview, very informative. The flow of the interview was perfect. I really haven't seen such a perfect interview of Julian Assange. Some of the highlights of this interview, Sean Hannity said, quote, "So in other words, let me be clear. Russia did not give you the Podesta documents or anything from the DNC." Julian Assange responded by saying, "That's correct." Sean Hannity also asked, quote, "Can you confirm whether or not you have information involving hacked info from the RNC?" Julian Assange responded by saying, "Yes, we received about 3 pages of information to do with the RNC and Trump, but it was already public somewhere else." Sean Hannity asked him, quote, "The CIA supposedly says that the Russians definitely tried to influence the US elections. What is your thought on that?" Julian Assange responded by saying, quote, "I think it's very interesting. The key quote for us is from James Clapper on the 17th of November. James Clapper is head of the DNI, who oversees all 17 U.S. intelligence agencies, and so his statement is as far as WikiLeaks connection is made to the House Intelligence Committee." They played an audio of what James Clapper actually said, and this is what he said, quote, "As far as the WikiLeaks connection, the evidence there is not strong, and we didn't have a good insight into sequencing of the releases or when the data may have been provided. We don't have a good insight into that. So like I said, make sure you go and watch this interview. I give Sean Hannity tons of props of the way that he conducted himself throughout the interview, the questions that he raised, and even Julian Assange was very impressed. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. Make sure you go to the link below and check out the interview between Sean Hannity and Julian Assange. Also, check out a previous video that should be coming up on the right side of your screen. Give them a click. It'll take you to the video you might want to watch. Give that video a thumbs up and share it while you're over there. Hit that golden globe. It'll give you the option to subscribe, and we hope that you join our community of over 15,200 patriots. And we hope to see you guys here next time. But until then, peace.